you know, different kinds of manner.
So I am Nya Brianna.
Headbanger. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Give me some new. Give me some new.
What's up, guys? It's Nya B back with another video for you guys. Yeah. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video. You guys know I don't like to wait. Okay, so this video is basically for those who are interested in getting into modeling and don't know where to start. So I made this video just to give you guys like a little guideline, little direction for where you guys need to go, what you guys need to do in order to get the ball rolling, okay? Because time waits for nobody. All right, so me personally, my personal story of how I got into modeling. My mom put me in pageants when I was about, can't even remember. She put me in pageants when I was like maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. So like I've always done pageantry when I was younger. So I've always been, you know, in front of an audience, modeling, doing something of that nature. And I think it was just embedded in me from my childhood. So I started doing more pageantry within my years of being in high school, and I did my high school pageant. Then I went on to do some county pageants. I went on to do a state pageant. Then I did the state pageant in Missouri. I did the Miss Missouri USA pageant. That's really where I started working out, and I pretty much made it a lifestyle instead of like a hobby or something I do on the side. Like that's a part of my life. I've been working out for the past 5 years, so consistently for the most part, and just haven't given up just because that's just how I pretty much grew up doing these pageants. So I've always been in the gym, always been trying to keep my body tight and right. So fast forward to the end of my high school career, and I graduated from Paxton High School in Jacksonville, Florida, and I was sitting on my couch, and my hair was like, I didn't even have curly hair. Like my hair was heat damaged at this time, so my hair was like up and whatever. It was just ratchet. Like I was chilling, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on, you know what I'm saying? And I was on Instagram, and I noticed that one of the celebrity stylists, actually in Jacksonville, Florida, her name is Miss Pickney. Her name is Hairstyles by Miss Pickney, or Miss Pickney on Instagram. Shout out to her. That's my girl. That's my dog. Anyways, she posted this graphic where she was looking for a model, and she needed a model like as soon as possible. I was doing nothing at the time, so I was just like, pick me, you know, not even thinking that she would even see my comment. She hit me up and was like, hey, can you be here in the next 30 minutes to an hour? And I'm just like, yeah, of course I can. So I ended up going to the shoot, and I shot with Beauty Depot, and we did a blue hair look. I'll post it for you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This shoot practically went viral. My following, my engagement was like soaring through the roof for like the first week, and it was just, you know, a pretty distinguishing and exciting moment for me. And ever since then, like, I've just been getting, you know, opportunities. I still began to shoot. I still built my portfolio and connected with different creatives and connected with different models and photographers, videographers, whatever it is. I still try to build that portfolio whether I was getting paid or not. Sometimes you have to do stuff for free in order to get those opportunities where they're gonna pay you to do that stuff that you was once doing for free. You feel me? Okay. So my first advice for getting into modeling is, before you start, you need to make a commitment that you're actually going to take this serious. And it's not easy. Like, it might seem easy to like pose in front of a camera and just it's not easy. It's not. Okay, like you gotta know your angles, you gotta know when to put your chin down, you gotta know when the shoulders are back, you gotta know when to stand on your tippy toes, you gotta know when a pose is uncomfortable, but honey, you still gotta stick it. It's a craft just like anything else. Like, some people think it's all easy just because, you know, you're a girl and you're pretty and you're posing in front of a camera. Like, oh my God, it's that easy, when it's really not. Like, people get paid to do this. Like, it's not easy, because if it was easy, everybody would be known for doing it. And everybody is not Naomi Campbell. Everybody's not Tyra Banks. Everybody is not, you know what I'm saying? Like, just all these different models. Now, I'm not really into, you know, runway modeling. I'm more so like commercial, print modeling, those things in that nature. So that's the lane that I'm trying to go into. So yeah, just make sure that you know that this isn't easy and that you need to make a commitment. The second tip is build your portfolio. So once you realize that this is something you want to take serious, this is something you want to do, build your portfolio, connect with other photographers, you know, try and collaborate with other photographers, you know, give a little to get a little, get some updated headshots, continue to get your headshots updated, because you do grow as a model and you don't always want to use the same old headshots. You have to get your headshots updated at least, I believe it's every 6 months or every year, but I think it's every 6 months to a year you need to get your headshots updated. On top of building your portfolio, some things that I want to remind you of is to be very wary of people who aren't serious about this craft, because there are a lot of people who be like, oh, I'm a photographer, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that, call themselves this, that, and the third. However, they don't present themselves as such. And you need to be conscious of your time. Your time is everything. People pay people for their time. Okay, so it's not fair for somebody to waste your time when you're trying to be professional and they're not being professional at all. Like, you just want to try and prevent yourself from running into those roadblocks. So my next tip would be to study role models, study models and public figures that you guys find yourself being inspired or motivated by. Study them, study what they did, study their history, study how they got to where they, you know, where they are right now. You know, study their path. I mean, everybody's path is not the same, but it's interesting to know where people started, how they went from one place to another, how they didn't give up, how they went through this circumstance, however it brought them to this circumstance. You know, it's just good to know, you know, what people go through, because it's a way to motivate you, it's a way to inspire you, it's a way to essentially guide you and direct you in the position that you need to go. On top of studying your role models, you also want to study poses, study models and their different poses, practice modeling and practice your poses in the mirror. Your mirror is your best friend. Like, I practice my poses in my mirror all the time. I'm like, okay, so this is how. Okay, so I got to make sure that I'm gonna angle my body this way so they know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to know how you're gonna look through the lens of somebody else. So my next piece of advice is, after building your portfolio and getting your updated headshots or getting your headshots, start submitting yourself to agencies, start submitting yourself to some freelance work. Work to build your experience, and also utilize social media. Social media is completely free out here. It's free. It's free publicity. Like, utilize it and utilize it correctly. I'm gonna make another video how to market yourself via Instagram, just because I get a lot of questions about that, and it's very, very important. It's not necessarily a science, but it's a science, honey. Start submitting yourself to agencies. Look up some agencies online, look up the reviews, look up who they represent, look up what the people that they represent, look at what they've done, and just make a list of agencies and start sending your paperwork out there and start sending your headshots, your comp card. Basically, a comp card is basically a resume for models. So like, on the front, you'll have a headshot, and then on the back you'll have like your name, height, weight, eye color, hair color, hobbies, stuff like that you'll put on your comp card for these agencies to go off of. And then, like I said, freelance work. You can go online and find some third-party sites that post casting calls. Now, they're not going to be like your casting calls for like major companies, because they go through agencies. Now, there are some people who do post casting calls online. Like, look on Instagram, follow agencies on Instagram. They post casting calls all the time. Stay up to date with those. And on top of that, like I said, utilize social media to market yourself. I'm just gonna stop it there, because I said I'm making a whole nother video for that purpose. My next piece of advice is to build relationships, connect, and network. Like, networking, building relationships, it's gonna help you out. Like, it's honestly, it's everything. Although your talent might get you through the door, or what you present tangibly might get you through the door, but your relationship, your energy, how you present yourself is what's going to keep you there. It's very important to build, connect, and make those relationships. don't make relationships because you want something. Like, truly make a real connection, a real relationship. Like, learn who these people are, learn why they do the stuff that they do, learn, you know, their life when you have the time, of course, because it's not like you can learn somebody's life in like the span of like 10 minutes or whatever, but at least, you know, be interested for real. My next piece of advice and my last piece of advice is to create a reputable look. That should have been number one, because if you want somebody to represent you, you have to give them something to represent. If you're trying to break into a specific industry, you have to carry yourself a certain way. Shall we leave it at that? I think we're gonna leave it at that. Those are all the tips that I have for you guys right now. If you want to learn more about my modeling journey, or what I did to get into modeling, or if you need a more in-depth video of modeling advice and just things and more details, just leave a comment in the comment section below and I will do that for you guys and get back with you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends, share with your fellow model friends, share with your friends that want to model but don't know where to start. I hope you guys are having such a great day. I'll see you in the next video.